Good morning, UBC, inspiring you all. Thank you so much for choosing us. Happy to be here. That's why I'm all smiles. A beautiful day and, of course, a great week that we're starting with you. And for those of you who have been watching and following this particular series, we're here to celebrate the women, but not forgetting the talk of discussion early morning to do with oil and how you can tap into that particular sector. Not forgetting the coffee summit that is ongoing at Monyenyo for 3 days. Well, that and much more, you can follow all the conversation during our timely news hours of the day, and keep watching the national broadcaster. My name is Sandra Kahunde, coming to you live from Broadcast House, Nile Avenue. Well, this particular series, we continue with our journey, listening to unique voices of different women who have made it, and the inspiring, incredible women, a very smart, brilliant, magical hands right here. I'm telling you, I count myself lucky and blessed each and every single morning to be here to share with the different ladies on this particular platform from the different walks of life, their challenges, their aspirations, and why they took those particular paths. It's an inspiration to most of us, especially the parents out there trying to figure it out for their children, where to place them, and you trying to figure out where you can place your best foot forward. Well, we highlight strength and resilience, and well, we do apologize. Let me start on the note of apology. Well, we did part of last Wednesday with this particular series, and we had updates coming through. Being a national broadcaster, wanted to give you updates from EC as they were putting up a roadmap out there, and the ladies could not exhaust their conversation, so we brought them back again for this episode. And yes, joining me once again on my panel this morning, I am having Betty, I'm having Sandra, and I'm having Sharon to inspire you once again. We do apologize, we did cut that conversation short, and apology goes to my panel this morning. You're most welcome. We did talk about lots of issues, not forgetting the breastfeeding month, this month of August, appreciating the women out there who are breastfeeding, and the guardians who are nurturing the babies, the men out there, we salute them, the organizations that have supported the women when it comes to breastfeeding itself. Lots of conversations going through when it comes to that particular note. I'll introduce my panel this morning. At the extreme end, I'm having Betty Kawesa. She's from Hope Creator, and she's a president, a Rotarian. Next to Betty, you're going to see Sandra Twika Investments, and Nita Juices and Nita Detox. And then next to me, I'm having Sharon Ategeka. She's a co-founder, Esptron Salon. They're here to inspire us once again. Thank you so much for coming through and for honoring the invitation once again, and valuing our esteemed viewer who always tunes in to watch the series that come your way Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We shall get straight into our conversation. I'll start at the extreme end. Betty, good morning. Tell us more about you, a Rotarian, a president, and how you feel this morning.
I feel good. I feel honored to be invited back to this platform. I'm so happy that I'm back to discuss what women do these days with their golden hands. I'm Betty Kawesa. I'm a teacher by training, as I told you, and I'm a professional teacher at that. I'm a Rotarian and the president of the Rotary Club of Kampala and Zambia. We have very many Rotary clubs. I belong to the Rotary Club of Kampala and Zambia, and I come from District 9214, which is led by District Governor Francis Kosemwanga. That is Betty for you.
Wow. Sandra is right there. My namesake, she does a lot. Twika Investments, Detox, Juices. Wow! Amazing things. Please let us know more about you.
Good morning, viewers. Sandra is my name, an entrepreneur. I run an organization called Twika Investments. At Twika Investments, we help entrepreneurs navigate through the life of today. The times have changed. The times are a bit tough. We are getting from a lot is going on in the entrepreneur world, in the business world. So we help an entrepreneur tailor situations that are suited for them, that help them go through the challenges of every day. Mm-hmm. And we also do juices, Nita Juices and Nita Detox. We have a clothing line. So basically, Twika Investments has a number of companies under them that are being managed and run.
Okay. We shall get to know how we can tap into that investment and be part of the group. Yeah. Sharon, next to me. How is your morning?
My morning is very beautiful. I'm very excited to be here because this is a great opportunity to inspire the women out there. My name is Sharon Ategeka, just as she has said. I am a co-founder of Soft Salon. With the Soft Salon, we are here to change the times. Gone will be the days when you have to walk to a salon by yourself, whereby you have to go under that heat, under that rain, just to get to your favorite salon, because you bring the salon services to the comfort of your home.
Esptron.
Yes.
Esoptron. That is right. That is right pronunciation. There's a lot of English right there.
Actually, basically, it means glass.
It means
because
glass.
of how we handle you. Yeah, it's like glass.
Glass.
Yes, it means glass.
I think glass and class.
Yeah, they rhyme very well.
Okay. Yeah. What paved your path? Could it be inspiration from all the way from school, passion? Maybe you have a role model that you looked at, and you're like, this is what I need to do.
No, actually, the inspiration came from a friend who had the skills, the beauty skills, the plating, the makeup, but then they didn't have the capital to start their own, to open a salon in order to offer those services. And then we are like, why don't we make it easier for this person? She can get a living by moving to people's homes, and she also gets a salary from us. We employ her. So she's our employee, she goes to homes, offers the services, and then she's paid. That's how it all came about. And besides that, being very busy, it's very difficult for a busy woman or a stay-home mother, you know. And there are people who just like to be indoors, and they don't like to go out to salons. So that was also part of the inspiration.
Because of the bias that comes through the salon jazz.
Yeah,
I don't want to be a part of
somebody's
that jazz.
plaiting your hair for 3 hours, but 50% of the time they are just doing the talk.
You're like, let me come, then I mix myself a cup of tea. Kanzije, I'm going to clean my baby, those things. Wow, so at the comfort of their homes, to offer them the services.
Yes.
Well, moving to Sandra, want to be a part of Twika Investments. Is it open for all the entrepreneurs out there, women-led organizations? Tell us more about it.
Yes, so basically Twika Investments is open for everyone, every entrepreneur, every business person. Twika Investments was birthed as a result of my situation, what I went through. There's a particular moment I was going through a lot in business. I was up there, then I find myself down, then it was a lot going on. I was doing a particular business that was worth lots of money, millions and 100 millions of money. And I wake up and I lose everything in one day. So during that time, I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anyone to look up to. I didn't have anyone to walk the journey with me, the challenges of, okay, it's normal, it's okay to fall, it's okay to go flat, it's okay, but you can also pick up yourself. The person I was looking up to at that particular time was my dad, also was a bit tough. He's a tough, very, very tough man. And so I needed that tender love, someone to speak to me as an entrepreneur, to walk with me the journey of, okay, now you failed, what next? Are you going to get off track? Are you going to compose yourself and maybe do something lesser but can still earn you an income? And it threw me so much into bad depression because I was lost. I was confused at that particular time. So I ended up, when I got back on my feet, I was like, I'm very sure there are very many entrepreneurs that are out there and are going through the same challenges. And trust me, once I started on it started casually. My friends, go to Sandra, she'll help you with ABCD. Go to her, she will help you. So I was doing a lot of free services. I was like, oh, why am I doing a lot of free services? Yet I'm helping people, I'm helping businesses, I'm helping people get back on their feet. I'm helping businesses rebrand and be better and bigger. So I think there was this particular client or friend that I helped. They had gone off course, they were closing up their business. So I woke up to them, I'm like, no, you cannot close. So we go back on the drawing board, we are doing ABCD, we are going to rebrand. A year later, they are thriving and excelling. And then they gave me a few dollars. Yeah, so they gave me a few dollars. When they gave me a few dollars, I was like, wow, I can actually make money out of this. So I had to do it. I had to birth it, make it a company. And here we are today. We've also put a number of companies under us. For example, we have the Nita Jaces, because I always encourage people or entrepreneurs there to have a number of income streams that can always do it, that can always bring in the money. So I encourage entrepreneurs to, under my company, we have Nita Jaces, we have Nita Detox, we have a clothing line. So we are out there pushing. We want to be the example. I can't tell you and come to you and I tell you like, let's make the money, have all these income streams when I'm not leading by example, when I'm not doing much myself.
You need to preach, you need to practice what you're preaching.
Do as I say.
Not do as I do.
Yeah. Do as I say, do as I do. Yeah,
do as I say and do as I do.
Yeah, do as I say and do as I do.
I'm sure
at the end of the day,
Rotarian can really conquer with that. Because that is the sermon that Rotarians do give out to the public.
Yes, I do. I do concur with her statement, do as I do. But in most cases, don't do what I do because I might not be doing something good. But we in Rotary, we are empowering girls. We are building girls. We have projects like Girls Helping Girls. We skill the girls into making reusable sanitary towels, which are vital and helpful to the girls out there in rural areas, those who cannot afford to buy a packet of one sanitary towel. So the Rotary organization is doing everything possible to see that every child, every person gets an opportunity to go to school, to have something they do in life. We skill them. We have a project of Vijana Power where we skill the youth. The youth, we don't ask for money. We don't ask for money. They come, we give them the skills. Sometimes, if they are very lucky, we have sponsors who give them machines like sewing machines. We help them to learn how to make bricks. We will briquettes, because they are also good, very good. We make them do very many things and we skill them. We don't want to have children or kids who are loitering in the cities of Kampala going to party after party, but those who can earn an income and do something for themselves, not to rely on their parents.
Party after party.
Yes.
Well, well, your focus this time round, you're looking at the boy child as well.
Yes.
Tell us about that project.
Yeah, this year around in District 9213, they are focusing on the boy child. It has been realized that the boy child was neglected. Now, you neglect the boy child, you are looking at the girl child. The girls are thriving, they are up there, but our boys are left out. And we have very many people, the pickpocketers, these ones who hit us with the stones on the head because they want a bag. The border guys who are thieves, who go on the borders and steal other people's property, bags. By the way, the boy can pull you from a border when you're seated behind there. They pull the bag, you fall with the bag because you're trying to fight for the bag.
And even the one who is riding will just leave
the one
behind.
Who is riding also gets into an accident. So we want to empower the boys also. We want the boys to have some skills. We want to give them that zeal of a boy who is working, a hard-working man, a man who is supposed to look after a family, a man who is supposed to look after the community, a man who is supposed to be responsible in the community. So we are going to focus on the boys, and the project is already in progress. People are encouraged to do everything possible. It's not for only Rotarians, even you out there. If you feel that this is a very good project, please join us and we work on our boys. We don't want to have thieves all over. We want to have a society of civilized people who respect each other.
Well, who is to blame at the end of the day?
The parents.
Because I know it's not just a Rotarian initiative, but it's supposed to come back to the household level. So the parents are the ones to blame. Or it's the men that are also lagging behind because they feel superior, they're the kings at the end of the day. Even growing up in the home where the boys are and the girls are at the end of the day, they're like, I'm done with food, you can take the dishes. You get it. They're just settled.
I think we should go back to the families where we come from. You find that in our families, we have put the boys so up there in the clouds.
They get to know after daddy, I am the next, I am the man of the house. Daddy is not around.
What I believe is from the ATS, the African Traditional Society, we grew up knowing men are men and they can't do anything, they can't be talked about, they can't be touched. Their wings, their ego and the wings are always up there. So basically what I think is that we need to go back to the homes, the homes, because we are doing it wrong from the family setting. You find a girl child is being empowered, clean the house, cook, do this, clean after everyone. And you're cleaning after your brothers, and your brothers are not basically doing anything. So you clean after your brothers, you feed them, you're cooking for them, you're washing for them. And the boy is literally seated in the couch the whole day, mixing cereal, eating. After eating the cereal, they put the plate on.
Gadgets.
After eating the cereal, they just put the plate where? They put the plate on the table. And you hear a mother saying, ABCD, come and take your brother's finished eating, come and clean. Why? He's a boy, he's a child, we are all equal. Let him come and clean, wash your clothes, iron your clothes. These are basics of life.
They'll go right, but mommy, you're supposed to help me.
I'm supposed to help you, but tomorrow I may not be here, you may not be married, I might even send you to a different country to study. Who is going to help you? Who is going to be there for you? So what I think is that we need to train the boy child and the girl child the equal way. Because if we do not, that's why we have instances of you work so hard, you're not training your boy, you're not bringing them up to speed what you're doing. They believe everything comes on a silver plate. And then they're going to end
up in marriages and they're like, I cannot get married.
They don't make husbands. That's why they're running off from their responsibilities these days.
I was able to do all this for me and my wife can't.
My mother can do this for me. That's why we have a lot of mommy's boys these days. And if my mother can do this for me, why can't you do this for me? My mother cooks for me. My mother washes for me. My mother this. And you have a sick wife in the house and they're not doing anything about it. So I think we need to train our children. And if you do not train the boy child, you're going to work so hard, you're going to leave assets out there, they are going to sell them, even when your body is still in the house, instead of them building their legacy and going forward.
Tell me about the family. There are no succession plans when it comes to the boys. No. They just take up everything.
Because they know the hair has to be the boy. That's that mentality.
That's another thing.
You're getting it. But I'm telling parents out there, if you have a girl child, make them the hair. Your legacy is going to live, you're going to thrive, you're going to shine. Train the girl child and train the nation and train the world. For me, you're getting it. But I'm not saying that we neglect the boys. Okay,
yeah, we don't want to be
neglect
selfish.
the boys. Let's train our boys the right way. Train the boys the basics. Put them into your businesses. Put them into the household item, like the house chores we do every day. Let them wash those dishes. Let them mop those houses. Let them lay their beds.
Let them also learn to handle the dolls. If you're buying a doll for the daughter, you also buy the doll for the baby boy.
I wouldn't want to find my boys playing with a doll.
Learning how to nurture the baby.
No, I think my boy would rather learn how to clean the bathroom, check the plumbing bit than playing with the doll.
Going to the village.
Go to grazing, go to the
now. If we don't help these boys, you find that they are given jobs. Like for instance, a boy is here in UBC. He works. He's told that you're supposed to be at work at 6. Well, 6. They sleep. You'll find them sleeping in their beds and they don't come to work. They might come to work, they might wake up. But these are the boys you find in their offices. They have a bathroom in the office, but it's extremely dirty because they don't know what to do. They cannot even talk to this person who is supposed to work on it, that, my dear, this is dirty. Because they really don't know. What do they know? They have nothing. They know. They will take tea, leave very many cups there on their tables. You find someone, you go to their office, and this is a gentleman who is supposed to interview you, but you look at him and say, oh my God, am I going to work for him?
So what measures are you planning to put in place? Are you reaching out to schools?
Yes, yes, we are reaching out to all schools, right from the kindergarten. We are going to primary schools, we are going to secondary schools and tertiary institutions. The good thing with the tertiary institutions, we already have a group of Rotarians who are young. We call them the Rotaractors, and they are already involved in this. So we advise the youth, those in tertiary institutions, to join the Rotaract so that they can work. When you go there, we have a day, we have some days off when we take them for what we call Raila. They go there, they are empowered, they are talked to by men who have seen it all. they get empowered. And when they come back, they are different people, very different people. So I would encourage everyone, if you have a group that is not bad, we don't need very many groups, like the Rotaract, you can involve your kid in the Rotaract so that they learn to do the work. When they're with the Rotarians, they are given work, you do this, you do this. In fact, they learn the administration bit of it.
So it is
from
open.
us. Yes.
When it comes to Rotary, it is open,
It's
regardless
very
of the age
open.
bracket.
The secondary school, they are called
then
interactors.
They're all interactors. And the membership itself, because we're like Rotary, it's a certain class of people.
No, Rotary is not for rich people. It's not basically for rich people. It's for people with big hearts. People who are willing to serve, people who are willing to see a better community, people who are willing to see a better today and a better tomorrow. For example, for the boy child, my club, that's the Rotary Club of Chirinya Bukasa, this year, I think next month we have, it's going to be holidays, so want to encourage parents to bring their boy children to us for a day. We talk to them, we train them, and actually also look at their mental health more beyond training them, because parents have become so busy. You don't know what is going on in your child's life. You wake up, you leave home at 8, actually at 6 because you want to beat jam. You come back at home at 9, the person is sleeping.
You're also exhausted.
Mm.
Mm.
You're exhausted. They're exhausted. The next day you take them back to school.
Has it reminded you that, Mom, you've been on your phone all time? All the time?
Thank you. Not even that. We take them to boarding schools. So we have no relationship at all. And when you sit down and have these conversations with the kids, you realize that they've been neglected, they don't feel loved, they've been left out. So it's going to be our role. We would want to have conversations with these people. That's why you find that youth these days, that teenagers are making a lot of bad decisions. They're making a lot of mistakes because they don't have anyone they are talking out to. They don't have anyone they are pouring out their heart to, because everyone is busy. So when they find a stranger, they open up to you and you're like, wow. How is this even happening? How does this child live like this?
And
to uncles, to strangers. And when you go to these schools like the Interact clubs or have these counseling sessions, you find that the boy children, not even just the boy children, the girl children have no one to talk to. They don't have friends in their parents. And they go to school and have these conversations in between them, and they give themselves a lot of wrong advice. And so when they get someone to speak to and you're telling them this is no, it's not right, they get better. So as my Rotary Club, we want to get a day. We've not yet confirmed that day, but that is going to be next month. Sit down with the boy child, have these conversations with them so that we can enlighten them and take off the burden, make them feel better, and also teach them how they can be better gentlemen and better sons.
Not to have the girls cornered all the time. They're the ones who have to sit down on the mat. They have no one to talk to, like you put it. They're hiding. Maybe uncle has done certain things and she cannot open up.
Even the boys are being
maybe to supplement on her, she has said a very, very important issue. It's very bad parents out there not being a best friend to your kid. That is the worst thing that can ever happen to your child. That's why they go out there and meet other people who give them advice and bad advice. But if a child is your friend, even in senior 4, they won't fear telling you, but Mommy, there's a certain boy who told me he wants to be my boyfriend. And you'll advise accordingly. It's very bad for a child. I'm a teacher, but you have girls who come to you and tell you what they are supposed to tell their mothers. And they tell you, my mother has no time. And it is very sad. What I do, it's not my job, but I usually call these parents, especially the mothers, and I advise them, I tell them that you are supposed to be the best friend of this girl.
Well, Sharon, right here, you starting Espron Salon and helping out the fellow girls in your community. Is growing up, like the ladies have been putting it, has it shaped you in any way to be a better person? Or has it helped you, if the boy child is catered for, will it help you at the end of the day to have a better partner in future?
Definitely. If they are brought up well, it make that means at an advantage. I get a better partner. I get someone who is more civilized, who is more understanding, who is more mature. Yes.
And then growing up, charity, they say charity begins at home. Has it helped you in any way to be the kind of person you are right now, to start up that investment?
Yes, it has. Because at my home, where or at my home.
Growing up, mommy and daddy were there for you.
Yes, mommy and daddy were there for me, and it was always a big family. Everyone was always around, very happy. And a girl child, oh my God, it was always excellent. You always pushed up before the boys. You come first. Because they always had that mindset that a girl child is supposed to be held like glass, you know, glass. And then they have to be taken care of. If you don't push them, if you don't help them change their mindsets, everything might end up another way around that they wouldn't want it to go. So they have always been very supportive. And that's why today I can stand and be like, I think I want to build something that can change someone else's life. Yes.
To lift up another sister out there.
Yes, to lift up another sister.
Well, Sandra, Twika Investment, for an entrepreneur out there who has been inspired and they want to join, maybe they want the advice you've been talking about, maybe the discipline when it comes to investment and finances, we quickly decide to pay ourselves. You know, I'm the CEO.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's falling. A lady shared here, she fell and was out of business for almost 2 years and she didn't want to get back. You know, she didn't want to get back to the business. And she was like, what can I invest in again? You know, it happens like you earlier on did share with us. Can someone just join that particular investment club that you have?
What we are basically doing at the moment is people, like I keep saying, people are doing businesses out there. And most people, when they were doing businesses, they started businesses because they were broke. They had run out of job. They were broke. They had run out of job. Or someone gave them a money. They sent a business, but they've not done the research. They just jumped into the business. They didn't do the research. They don't know why they started the business. There's nothing that inspired them. What inspired them was someone has given me capital. Or I've lost my job. I think I can do this to get a side income. Or for reasons that are not explained. So in the long run, you get back, you're like, eh, call business, but at the end of that day, what is it? You're getting it apart from the profits. So most people end up getting bored in the long run. And even some don't know how to manage the businesses. They don't know if they're making the profits. Even if they're making the profits, they eat the money. You're the business. You employ, you fire, you do everything.
No one can see your mistakes. You're always right.
And no one can say your mistakes. You're the boss. You're everything. You hire, fire, purchase things, account your books. So we help the entrepreneur to realize, why did you start the business? What was the dream? Can you go back on the drawing board? If you started the business without a business plan, can we come on board? Can we do for you a business plan? After getting you this business plan, we help you now. You've got the business plan. This is the vision. This is the mission. This is where probably what you would want to achieve. We give you a plan of where would you want to be in the next 2-3 years. We help you break down the 5 years. From the 5 years, we break it down to a year. From the year, we help you even break it down to 3 months per quarter, so that you're able to monitor what you are doing, so that you're able to motivate yourself. If you didn't hit your targets, maybe next month I can do better. Then we also take them through the systems and structures of, if you have a business, this is how much the business is bringing in. You don't have to, if you made like 500,000 today, you don't have to wake up and eat the 500,000. Okay, let's go to the layman person. If you're making 10,000 today, don't wake up and eat the whole 10,000. You eat, even that some of us even spend more money than we make. You go to your small business, you make 50,000, you have transport for 10,000, you eat food for 20,000. You don't have anything. So at the end of the day, you're going to pay rent, sina centers are renting. You're going to purchase, my stock is over, centers are lazio, sina capital. But because you didn't have the systems and structures, you didn't have something that was, you didn't have the records, you didn't have anything. You can even be lucky, you want someone, someone wants to come and invest in your business, but you don't have any business records to show what you've been doing. Or you want to take a loan from the bank, you're trying to expand, but you don't have the books to show to the bank of this is how I've been performing, or this is the kind of money that I've been making. So Twika Investments is there to help an entrepreneur realize all these mistakes, walk with them the journey, mission, vision, get your plan, get the systems and structures in place, register the business, the legal process of register the business. You go to your RBS, do this. It sounds, when you tell someone to register a business, the Ugandan mentality, they will tell you, register the business? No. You are again this and this. That's why I tin number.
I cannot put up a name, poster.
I cannot put up a name or poster. they think that once they do that, the government is looking at them. And eventually your business is going to grow. And trust me, when your business grows and you expand or your brand grows,
you'll forget.
It's going to, no, it's going to catch up with you. URA is going to look for you because you're out there, you've grown. URA is going to hunt you down. You're going to probably want to put a bid somewhere, or you're going to big places now, you're thriving, you're at the top. So you want probably to get someone on board, you want to pitch for your organization, you want to do something, and they'll ask, is your business registered? No. Do you have books of accounts? No. Do you pay taxes? No. Everything is no, no, no. And they will just disqualify you, and they'll go into the next entrepreneur who has put all the things in place. So our organization basically ensures that as an entrepreneur, you're in the right place. And we mentor you. We mentor you. People are in bad places. People are depressed. People don't know what to do. So in case you're out there and you're feeling lost, you're confused, should I close the business? Should I move on? Should I hang in? You don't know what direction to take for a number of reasons. Maybe you made a few bad decisions. Maybe you took a loan that is not working out. Maybe you got a business partner and things turned east and west. Now you people are fighting, you're probably in court, you're doing all this, and you need someone to reach out to. Just reach out to Twika Investments. We shall be glad to provide all the mentorship. And
Sharon is right here. What Sandra has been sharing. Well, I believe you've gone through the stages. Yes. Or you're getting there.
No, we've gone through the stages.
Okay. Yes. That's amazing. The discipline, you have the discipline.
Yes.
Not showing all the 50K now, 10,000 is for the 20s. Yeah. What are some of the difficulties, the challenges that you've experienced yourself? Because I know when it comes to the fields where we operate, you're like, ah, she's a woman. You get it. Where I walk through, they're like, ah, she's short. That is usually, they're like, we thought you're tall and big. That's what they go on telling me. So what are some of the challenges that you've experienced yourself?
Well, on being short, that I've embraced. That is something I cannot do away with. It's in my nature. It's me. I've accepted myself. Those are my genes, and it's okay. It doesn't make me any less, actually. So some of the challenges that I've experienced personally as a woman doing business, since we have not gone to that, we have not approached so many men about this business. So we have not come into contact with their egos. You know, they always like to show their egos. But then for the women, when it comes on the sales side, there's always a little rejection, and you just accept that and move on, and then maybe they will catch up later. Yes. Yes.
Wow, okay. The good thing you've gone through the stages. Yes, we want clarification even for someone out there who is starting, that they should follow what Sandra was sharing. How is it like in Rotary?
In Rotary, it's the same. It's like a business, although it's not a business, because we pay to serve. But you have to register, you have to be registered. You can't operate a Rotary Club without being registered. You have to be known everywhere that you're registered. And we don't only register in Uganda, but we register in the world, because Rotary is world over. We have what we call the Rotary International. Your club has to be known by Rotary International, and we pay dues to the Rotary International Foundation. So you can't operate without being registered. As she said, that you might run away from registering, but you have to register if you want to be known, and if you want to sell your brand, you have to be registered.
I keep telling people, I don't know if I can put this in Uganda. Those who are kuzala mwana, you don't know. If you give birth to a baby, you have to name them. You have to nurture them from the walking stage to the... Some of us even name our babies and they're still in the stomachs because we are excited. So as an entrepreneur, you should also be excited. This is my baby. And it's actually your baby. You're nurturing them. Give them a name. You're getting it. Give them a name. Actually, even give them like a slogan. What motivates you? Something that excites you every morning. So name them, pamper them, do everything. Trust me, when you do all that, when you register your business, when you have the books of accounts in place, when you hire the right people, not of my brother this, my brother that, Muganda wange this, hiring relatives in business is
dangerous.
It's never a good idea, and I don't really recommend it, because in the long run, you're bound to, you'll fight at work, then you'll fight at, the fights won't stop at work, you'll even carry them at the home setting. So just hire the right people, do the right things, and it will be so easy for you to grow and thrive at the end of the day. It's like immunizing the child. You do the right things, take them to school. They grow up into a healthy baby. So just do the right things and you have an amazing business.
Mama, great submission.
But
She's
every
so,
organization,
I love the passion.
every organization needs integrity. Whether business, whether small, you need the integrity. And you need that transparency. Because in Rotary, we pay to serve, but we also need all that. You need the accountability. We are audited every year. We are audited, much as we give in the money, but we are supposed to be audited because this is money you are getting from people. How have you used that money?
Some of the achievements that you can share with us.
Some of
for someone who really wants to join Rotary.
Oh, very many achievements, very many, enormous. Like we give water, clean water. Very many Rotary clubs have ventured into water and sanitation. We give drugs this month of August. Most of the clubs are going to do what we call the Rotary Family Health Days, where we go and do medical camps in areas, in communities like slums. We don't go to these posh areas. You won't find us in the Muyenga area doing a Rotary Family Health Day. But you'll find us in Ichikuba Mutwe Kabalagala. You'll find us in Kasokoso. You'll find us in Kevina there, where you find very many people who need help, but they cannot do that. We have very many achievements. Last year, because our year begins in July, last year we had what we call the tuk-tuk ambulances. No one had ever thought that you could get a tuk-tuk and turn it into an ambulance. But very many Rotarians have taken them in their upcountry areas. And nowadays, mothers can have an ambulance to take them to the nearest health center to give birth, because that was also a challenge, especially in hilly places where mothers have to walk journeys and journeys, like miles and miles, to go and access medication and the maternal health care before they give birth. So there are very many. We have water and sanitation. This year we are doing literacy. We are doing a boy child. We go and what we like for my club, we give out wheelchairs every year. It is a must. We give out wheelchairs. We have a wheelchair foundation in the US. They send us the wheelchairs. But you have also to give accountability, because they might send them when they are supposed to be free, and they come to Uganda and you sell them to the people. But here...
I know, you have to give out the mosquito nets and all you do.
Yes, you have
give them to relatives.
Yeah, but we don't do that, because when the wheelchairs come, not that we don't have lame people in our families, we do have them. But if we say that this time they are going to Soroti, they really go to Soroti. That's where we go and give them out. And before you go out anywhere, you'll never know the challenges people are facing in other areas, because you can be in Kampala, everything is nice. The lame people can have access to water, they can move, they have people who even drive them through the cars to ask for some money. But when you go to rural areas, you find that there are people who are even locked in their houses, because it is like a curse. A curse in the family. It's a burden. It's a burden, and you find them when they have this skin has turned, it's like so hard pale. Skin. Hard skin. Missing out on the right food. They don't walk. When we get such an opportunity, like we get the wheelchairs, we go to such places, we do the needs assessment, we go there, we give them the wheelchairs, and we make their lives better, and we keep putting on smiles on other people. That is what Rotary is doing, giving smiles to those who cannot smile.
If you talk about the benefits of Rotary, I'm sure I would talk today, tomorrow, the other day.
Until they are like with other clubs. Like, I always put money, I'm a member. I always save at the end of the day, but you know, we don't get returns.
Rotaries, you don't get no, you get the returns. I personally I've got the returns from Rotary through the networking, because I'm a businesswoman. My first clients are from Rotary.
They will come asking for the
this,
detox
that,
juices.
Recommend, do this, do that. Basically, my first clients are Rotary. Then Rotary is a family. Then Rotary is, I don't like talking about Rotary because
You get
something so deep and
well, Sharon and I are going to be
beautiful
members.
place to be in. You don't have to attach the monetary value because what you get out is worth more than that. So me, I always tell people, join Rotary. But why you gotta and you want to live happy, have a beautiful family that can identify with you at all times, happy or sad. Just join, get a Rotary family anywhere around you. There are a number of them, whether in Uganda, where around the world. Just get a Rotary family, identify with it, join the Rotary family, and trust me, you'll never regret, because Rotary is a beautiful place to be. Rotary is love. Rotary is a place for smiles. Rotary is
Life itself.
Sharon,
I cannot describe this, but
you're making us
honestly,
speechless.
It's not
speechless,
not being speechless, but when you're
It's
there,
family.
it is a family.
have you ever been there
It's
yourself?
not like this other Sako being
No,
like
no,
I'm
no.
saving and I'm
Sako-
not getting returns.
You're not getting returns. Why would I? Why? Because from the business perspective, why am I saving when I'm not getting returns? Your discipline. Why am I saving when I'm not getting money returns? But here we are not saving. Here we are giving out money to take care of the less privileged. We are giving out money to serve society. We are giving out money to, I want to call it charity, but we are giving out money to help once you are a less privileged person to be better and to be in a better place. We are changing lives. We are serving above self. That is Rotary.
And Sandra, you can imagine when you go and you give services like drugs, like the one I've said, the family health days, we do a medical camp. You can go there, sit, and everyone who is leaving says, Mukama akuwenyo mukisa. Can you imagine getting 500 mikisas in one?
I think my first ever, they call them camps. I just joined Rotary. I didn't know what this was all about. So we went to Tororo. I guess we went to Tororo, and we reached there and we could look at people like, people who are in bad state. People
Just
out
end up
there
tearing.
do not have medication, even 1,000 shillings to buy
It's not
Panadol.
there. It's not
They
there.
do not have that money. And each time we do maybe these health camps, you find that over 500 people come through, and some can't afford surgery, and we help them with that. The club, maybe
So
the
you have
clubs
enough.
arrange. Yeah,
Because
like
it
we
would be
pour
so
resources.
sad, eh?
Yeah, you have
To
to
live without
you
at least
find the
satisfying.
pregnant women, the teenage mothers, they've not gone for antenatal, they do not have mama kits, they don't have anything. I was seated there and everyone would come, Musau, Musau. And I'm not a Musau, I've never been a Musau. You're getting it. But to them, they are like, they've received life that day. And you give the I don't know, the smile at the end of the day. And at times after the health camps, you give people maybe a kilo of rice, a kilo of posho, depending on what you manage to collect. And you give someone maybe 2 kilos of posho.
Christmas has
And
come.
they see you as a Jesus.
Amazing work.
Because things are, people are doing badly out there.
Yeah.
So basically, if you'd want to change a smile, not because you want to be praised, not because, okay, do it for the kingdom, do it for God, join Rotary and serve God. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, we should join Rotary. We should. Sharon, I know the way they've really challenged us. Well, Sharon, how can someone locate you, Esperon Salon? Your socials, maybe your contact?
All right. The contact, let me share the contact first. It is 077 629 3343. Then we are also on Instagram, Esoptron Salon, Twitter, Esoptron Salon. We are also on LinkedIn, Esoptron Salon, and Facebook, Esoptron Salon.
The number once again, you know how it is when someone is jotting down. 07
077 629 3343.
Well, maybe a word of encouragement for a fellow woman who's watching, maybe a youth who would love to tap into what you're doing and they want to reach out to so many people when it comes to the services you offer.
When it comes to the services,
They want to
thinking about it. It's a good sign. You just have to take the first step. You being a woman doesn't make you any less. The society and the environment that is supporting the men is the same society that we are living in. It's only that physically you look weaker, but intellectually it's all the same. You just go out there, all those visions, all those goals, you can put them into reality. Yes. Take the first step.
Okay, networking.
Yes.
Believing in themselves.
Yes, it's very important.
Beautiful. Detox juices. How can someone find the juices? How can someone locate Sharon, Sandra?
The juices, you can reach out on 0783 015854. 0783 015854. We shall take your orders and we shall be glad to serve you. And a word of encouragement. Whether you, I don't know, the youth, this is for the youth.
The boys, or all of us?
For all of us. Me, I'm talking to the entrepreneur, to the business person.
Entrepreneurs, okay.
Maybe even the corporate. You're there, you want to start something and you don't know how to start. One thing, okay, the other part of me is a Christian, so I encourage us to pray. Pray about your situation. When you're done praying about your situation, I'm a believer of writing. I write so much. Whatever comes to my mind, I get up, whether 3 a.m. or 2 a.m., I write it. Put it on paper, write it, put it on paper. If you can't access a book and a pen, type it in your phone at that particular moment, put it aside. One day you'll get back to those things and revise them and go through them. And that's why your idea is lying. That's why your idea could be lying. Don't be scared to start. Do not be scared to start. Even if you do not have capital. There is someone like Sharon who has said that she does. Reach out to Sharon, be like, maybe, you know what, Sharon, I have the skills. Can I be on your payroll? Can I be out there and serve? I do juices. You can be like, Sandra, you know what, I'm going to get clients, but I'm going to work on commission. I sell clothes. You know what, I don't have capital. Go to you have friends, you have family who are doing businesses. You have relatives, go to them, but be honest. Integrity is key. Be honest. If someone says, okay, I'm selling maybe shoes, I'm selling bags, and you don't have a business, instead of sitting at home, now be like, give me pictures for your business. Go through your circles, make them buy the bags. Because you know you do not have the capital. So if a bag is 60,000, you're selling it 70,000. Get that 10K, put it on the side. How much difference will it have made by the end of the year? So start, make your mind be creative. Let us get out of our comfort zones and stop sleeping. The world is hard. We need an income. And society is changing. And trust me, when you have money on you, life is good. So you wouldn't want...
Money beats Gonzaga.
Yeah. Kameza money, you wait for it. It has reduced. But even when the Kameza money comes and you don't know how to save and you can't account and you can't do anything. We've seen have you seen stay-home moms who have built their rentals there? It's because they can save, it's because they can account, it's because they have the vision and they can focus. So it's about being focused, take the right step, learn how to save. These things of we live once. You will live once and at 90 years you'll still be here living. Very broke and stranded. So yes, we live once. You will need that self-care. Yes, once in a while you need to pamper yourself. I live once. 90 years, God will give you life. And 90 years you'll be here looking like very miserable as if you are never a youth. So I encourage us to have the right disciplines, save, pray, practice. I don't know, it's a lot.
Sandra. My namesake right here. Well, a few minutes to go. Let Betty utilize the minutes.
Thank you very much. Mine is, I'm going to invite everyone for the cancer run, which we have on the 29th of August. Every viewer, every one of us has had a person who has lost a life, who has succumbed to cancer. We don't need to die of cancer. If we can fight it, together we can. Let's be there on the 29th. A kit goes for 30,000. And we already have the cancer ward in place. It is in Zambia Hospital. But we need some machines. We need machines there that are going to work on us. We don't need to go on the plane to go out of Uganda to be treated for cancer. We can do it here in Uganda. If others can do it, we can also do it. Let's embrace the cancer run. Let's be there in large numbers. And let's support the cause of saving a life, saving a friend, saving a relative, saving a brother, saving a sister, saving someone you don't know but you have a heart to save them. Please join us on the 27th of August. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
I think they should go to You should go to Zambia and have a look at the cancer
Yes.
place that has been built. It's beautiful. I know of a parent who said they joined Rotary because their child had cancer. And when they went there, they were like, this place, if it were not for Rotarians, would not have this today. So after that, she immediately joined Rotary because she got the service. Yes, they were trying to tell her to fly her daughter out of the country. So Cancer Run is the way to go. Cancer Run, let's all be there for the Cancer Run.
Please give blood
on the
if
27th.
You have.
Well,
we also need blood.
A beautiful, it has really been a beautiful episode. Wow, thank you so much, the viewer out there who joins us every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, kudos to the ladies, Betty Kawesa, President, Hope Creator, a Rotarian, for your time. We appreciate it. And Twikirize Sandra, Twika Investments, Nita Juices, and Nita Detox. Thank you for your time. And Sharon right here at Tegeka, co-founder, Esptron Salon. Wish you a beautiful day and continue lifting a sister out there. Well, that's all we had time for. My name is Sandra Kahonde. Wish you all the best. Enjoy your day. God bless you, and thank you for watching once again.